What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, The Hype, episode 323. Lots of stuff going on in the hobby. The playoffs are heating up. We're going to talk Stroud, Jordan Love. Prizm Basketball checklist is released, and we talked about Wembanyama last week and the card, the curtain. So we're going to discuss that. We've got Topps putting a designation on cards. We've got Guess That Price. All that and more on this episode of The Hype. Check out mojobreakshop.com. Got a special coupon for you guys. 25 Magic is the code, 25 Magic. That'll get you $25 off any purchase over $99. So if you find something you like, new Prizm, maybe some Absolute if that's still up there, or some of the newest releases and you want that shipped to your doorstep, go to mojobreakshop.com, use code 25 Magic, and save on your wax. Anyways, guys, we missed you last week, not too much because, you were talking about the Rams, and now the Rams lost, so we don't have to talk about that anymore.
The future's bright.
Good timing.
Future is bright. It's so bright. I mean, we basically have just started this 5-year window. We may win 5 Super Bowls in a row. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. It's going to be tough sledding in the NFC.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
easy path.
I mean, you guys pretty much going to have a fire
How
sale.
many more years does Matt Stafford have?
Have you seen him play?
I mean, sure.
I mean, toughest guy in the business, right?
Yeah.
Toughest guy. Nobody's tougher.
Look, it was an impressive performance.
He
by
literally,
him, I'm not gonna lie.
the Lions dirty hit, try to rip his head off, try to step on him, try to do a little Ndamukong Suh, stopping on his shoulder, gets right back up, doesn't even miss a snap. I mean, Stafford's the GOAT. He's probably the best ever to do it.
Okay. Let's
and
go,
5 years in a row. 5 championships in a row is going to be pretty good. And we're just getting better.
And, those Detroit fans booing the 4 daughters of Matt Stafford. I mean, I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they're bad people. There's 30 fan bases in the league that just suck. Besides the Rams and the Raiders.
I agree
it's
with
just
that.
Classy fan bases. Everybody else is just...
I agree with that 100%.
I don't know. I think Kelly Stafford needs some more attention. So, anyways, this week in the hobby, we've got Prizm Basketball. There's this card that's probably showing on your screen if you're listening to the audio podcast. There's a new insert this year. And I don't know if you guys remember the headliners from back in the day, the little basketball figures with the big heads. So they have this new insert. Luca's shown here. It's called Prizm Mania. Supposedly going to be super short print. Do we have any stats on how often that's going to fall?
I'll double check, but yeah, these are supposed to be the big short, super short print chase in this year's set. They kind of look like bobbleheads. Also, if there's anyone out there who remembers playing GoldenEye on, I think they had DK mode, Gorilla mode. That's also kind of what they look like. Big, long, bulky arms with a big head. It's an interesting look. I'll just say that much.
I mean, they made Luka look better because he's pudgy, and they made him look like he's cut here.
They hooked him up. Look at him. He's chiseled. It's not real life.
I mean, I'm going to take my opinion out of this. Do you think basketball collectors, C-Rad, are they gonna like this one?
I'm gonna say yes.
Everything that they crave.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Basketball collectors will like this. Hopefully it is super short printed, so it is tough to get. That'll also make it a great chase because I've seen SP chases over the years where they were just okay looking, but the people still were going crazy for them. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's how hard it is to get. I remember the 75th anniversary year 2 years ago, right, for Prizm Basketball specifically. My damn, dude, I remember 50, 60 cases of Prizm, and I finally pulled one, and it was and it's just a base card that has 75 written in the background. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's okay, it looks okay, it looks fine, but it's so rare that people wanted it. You know what I'm saying?
And they have to do something.
Yeah, this to me is not that bad. I like the cartoonish. I was a big fan of the Kaboom more so back in the days when they were way more cartoonish, and now there's kind of digitized drawings of the players now. You know what I'm saying? So this is a little bit more cartoony, which I prefer. The Prizm Mania in the background of Luka, I'm not a big fan of. I don't understand the whole. Let's just draw the letters down all the way. You know what I mean? To the.
Wouldn't they be missing an M, Cody?
Prizmania is how I was pronouncing it.
Right, because there should be another M in there. No?
Prismania.
Prismania. Prismania.
What's that J?
Is there a J?
That's the Z.
Oh, yeah. They did a weird Z. They did a
You
weird
know,
little thing on the
Prizm
Z.
with a J.
Yeah.
That's the that's the Espanol version.
Prismania.
Shouldn't have said whatever. Anyway.
The J silent.
But yeah, for me, I'm not. I don't hate it. Obviously, it's not one of my favorite answers, but I don't hate it at the same time either.
Well, now diving into Prizm football, we've got Color Blast, but
Yes.
with basketball, they've put the Color Blast in Spectra.
Yes.
So it is confusing to collectors that do crossover both brands, right? So is that the right move? I think that's probably this year's going to be the saving grace for Spectra, right?
Yeah, it's the right move for me, in my opinion, for most years because it's Prizm Basketball doesn't need those inserts as bad as I feel like Prizm football maybe needs it.
Obviously, the math a little different this year without Wemby, without all these other big autos. What was? Did they have manga in it last year? I can't remember.
No, they've never had manga.
They've
in
never had
basketball
manga.
either.
Not in basketball.
So
it's
I'm a little
football.
surprised they didn't just go, what the heck? Let's just do manga instead of doing Prismania.
I mean, I look at this design. If I'm not mistaken, a couple years ago, didn't they have a baseball product that had a
Similar to this.
very
Whammy.
similar to this?
Whammy,
The
that's
Whammy.
right.
Whammy,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
that's
yep.
right.
That was at a Donruss, right?
Yeah,
Regular
Donruss baseball.
So, and you guys weren't here to talk about it last week, but we talked about the black curtain in the back of the Wembanyama. Our friends over at Blaze had a point of view on this, and I wanted to play this for you guys, and hopefully you guys can pick up on the audio. And we'll see what you guys
Whoever
think.
decided on the Wemby pick for his Prizm rookie is an absolute genius. I love the curtain. This curtain made an iconic card even more iconic. There's so much buzz, there's so much hype around this card, and it doesn't release for another month. That's what this industry is about. It's about hype. And whoever at Panini decided on this picture deserves a raise.
No, I commented on Eric Whiteback's post, and I said, I don't think they sat in the board meeting and was like, hype. How do we create hype on Prizm? Black curtain.
I think it's safe to say somebody just messed up on the Photoshop, right? Are we sure that is going to be the card that's going to come
because it's
out?
already coming out. Because Prizm retail hit early, so people are already ripping
And Chet's
it.
was like that last year, too.
Chet was like that.
That's what I was going to
All of
say.
them.
Did we not? Because we know where these photos take place, right? The rookie photo shoot. So every single year, it's the same thing. But are we not sure that there's curtains in the background of all these big rookies a lot of times for most of these years?
But if you look at Luka, you look at Tatum, they have the photo, they have the actual background photoshopped out, and it's like a nice background. It looks great. My opinion, I think they should have done that here. Photoshopped out the black curtain, made the Like if you like Jason Tatum, if you look at Jason Tatum's Prizm, and you guys were there that year, so obviously there was a black curtain on that one.
Yep.
But
cut up that curtain, put relics in the products.
right, exactly. It's but if you look
That
at
card's too valuable. We need it for every year.
so if you look at his obviously they photoshopped him out.
Yeah.
It's just
They-
player only.
It's just the player
So
silhouette.
that's something that they do every now and then, where they just would choose to just have the player silhouette only.
But sometimes they do the same release where it's action shots and the photoshopped out. So for whatever reason, you'd think Wembanyama with the hype they would do that, but they didn't. I don't think it was a well thought out plan.
If you look at the Hoops rookie card of Wembanyama, there's two versions, right? There's one that's very similar to the Prizm one, where you can see the curtain, and then there's another rookie card on Hoops where you can't. It's just you can't tell it's a curtain at all. So I agree. I would have not chosen this photo for his Prizm rookie card. Come on, guys, what are we doing? I would have not chosen this picture necessarily, but knowing where they take these pictures and how some other big name rookies, maybe like Chet Holmgren last year, where it's the same thing where you could see it. In the grand scheme of things, it won't. I guess it won't matter for his prices.
it won't. I just don't think it.
But
yeah,
if you're gonna keep the curtain, couldn't they just make it like tighten it up a little bit so it didn't look like a curtain? I mean, it could have just looked like a black background.
we don't. Yeah, we don't know. We know in prior years Panini was. In charge of doing the photo. We don't know with Wembanyama being Fanatics guy if he's allowed to be.
Now, have we
taking
seen
photos.
another subject? Have we seen another card?
I don't think we've seen another base yet.
There's got to be some on
like
eBay.
Scoot,
Yeah.
or maybe somebody that we know is like the Thompson twins.
these
That we know
Prizm-
that's like Panini.
These photos are the same photos that they used in Hoops. So we've already seen these rookie
Yeah.
cards.
Here's Scoot. It could be a black curtain as well. Just
Yep.
a little cleaner looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See,
any-
the-
Well, that's my issue though. they could have made it look cleaner.
They could have just chosen a better picture overall.
Yeah.
Better background, better.
I'm not going to say genius.
No, and
I'm not going to go genius on that move.
Any thought that this was a deliberate choice, like, no, it's a deliberate choice to create hype. No, it doesn't really matter what the card was going to look like. The very first Prizm rookie card of Victor Wembanyama was going to be dissected and create any sort of hype, no matter what it looked.
I'm pretty sure Oscar Thompson too, as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just Wembanyama's so tall that you may have more
Right.
of the curtain in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you show us the Chet from last year too?
Yeah, the Chet is clearly as well. Chet Holmgren, Prizm. You could see it's very similar. See the court, see the curtain.
Yeah. I mean, it feels. I mean,
Better there with the.
It does feel like they did a better job in the past of getting these photos, guys, at an angle.
yeah,
Where, like, maybe the
Chet
curtain is, like,
photo
only, like-
is so much better than the angle they used on Wemby.
It's very unflattering. He looks a little. I said he looks a little hunched.
Yeah.
I'm more disappointed in the photo they chose more so than the fact that you could clearly see the curtain in the background.
Okay.
Like, for his biggest Prizm rookie card, I need something better. Like, I'll just be honest. Like, I need a better action shot than that.
Well, that was the best one they had.
It's the best one they had. They don't know if they have to pay for the photos. Maybe that
True.
was the cheapest one.
True. Well,
Did you guys see that Darren Fletcher sold for?
Thank you for mentioning
Darren Fletcher sold for what? 150 something thousand.
over $158,000. Any guesses? I think I already told Doug where this ranks.
That's Tom Brady, by the way.
All Tom Brady. Yeah, we're talking about the one of one auto superfractor. It was a PSA 9. Sold for $158,000, over $158,000.
Yep.
Where do you think it ranks for all-time Tom Brady card sales? This is according to Card Ladder, so there might be a few missing, but
Top 20.
Top 50.
top 50,
I'm gonna say, I'm top 10.
top 20, number 20 exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone who was like, "Oh my God, it's gonna outsell the playoff contender," no, it wasn't. It never was.
It never would have.
But
It never
the
would.
fact that it's
If
in
you
top
gotta-
20 is still pretty impressive.
If you got 158,000 burning a hole in your pocket, is this where you're throwing it,
That's
Cody?
the thing, though, as I still don't know if this holds up in a few years.
It 100% holds up.
You know the Darren Fletcher. You've seen the Darren Fletcher
compared to, like,
reference,
there
right?
are PSA 9s of, like, a Bowman, a rookie of Tom Brady, you know? Like, would you rather have that?
So is this confirmed? Is it photoshopped? Darren Fletcher.
So, yeah, a lot of people, there was a lot of investigations going on. First of all, shocked at
Oh,
the
wow. They just threw his head
Yeah.
on there.
So wait.
But we're not surprised. 'Cause
Right.
we know we don't have a photo of Tom Brady
I need to get
in
the
an Expos game.
I do need to get the
That's
consensus in the room. Like, we all, like, you saw that and went, yeah, it's photoshopped.
100%.
Like, when we all saw it, right?
Yeah.
And yet there's maybe I'm
No.
misreading people's comments.
No, I was like they got
Right. Right. It seems obvious.
They went back in time.
I
got
could
a
not
Tom
believe
Brady
the amount
photo.
of comments that were sincerely like, didn't realize it was Photoshop. Like,
Well, Tom Brady's face looks a lot different now, so
Yeah.
we know that that's an old photo of Tom Brady because he has like more of a dimple on the chin. Face is a little bit more slim now.
But it's not a photo of Tom Brady when he's 17 years old,
No.
18 years old.
it's
when
probably
he-
a
when he-
photo along of the time it would
like
be.
rookie year, maybe around that time.
I think it might be
maybe
Tom Brady.
Michigan years.
No, I think it's actually a little bit later than that.
Yeah.
But he got drafted out of high school, so he wouldn't even played in Michigan
No.
if this was in 1995 when they're showing this.
So my question, Darren Fletcher
Mm-hmm.
has his card in 1995 gone up.
Don't know if that photo is used from a card. It's a
I
Getty
believe
Images
there
card.
were some, again, a lot of good investigative hobby journalism going on. Somebody did pinpoint the card of like, this looks like the reference. He's kind of at a different angle. He's a little his body shifted a little like this.
Well, I think they also they zoomed in.
Yes.
On the Brady.
And even the whole he's in a catcher, like yeah, everything about it. I mean, great job, whoever was able to figure out whose body this
So
is.
those are that is not Tom Brady's shoulders.
No.
It's not his arms.
No, it is Darren Fletcher. He of a any guesses? Career home runs for Darren Fletcher?
Darren Fletcher hit 8 home runs.
Nope. He had a respectable career.
Darren Fletcher hit 18 home runs.
124.
124?
He had a 14-year major league career. One-time All-Star,
a second.
1994 Expos. Good team.
1995
1984.
94.
Oh, I'm like,
But
The team that would have been to the World Series if the strike didn't happen.
95 Expos did not happen, correct?
94. 94, he was an All-Star. That was the
90
year.
no,
No,
where
but
they
I'm
were
saying there would be no
I gotcha.
Expos in 95.
no, there would have been.
No, there would have been. They moved to Washington in 2004?
Oh, okay.
5?
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That's right.
The
I'm
year,
thinking
the
the
year
94
after
strike is throwing me
the
off.
year
That's
after
what
the strike they
They
didn't
might
get
as
rid of
well have ended right there because that was the end of it.
That was the end of their
Dashed
run.
all their hopes and dreams.
Darren Fletcher, huh?
Well, Tom Brady would have turned it right around.
He would have. They would still be there.
Darren Fletcher was a catcher.
He was a
assuming.
catcher, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're down to the wristband. I mean, you can't really see it there, but you can see the wristband and the way he's holding the glove and everything. It's identical. But this Caitlin Clark Superfractor, was this a recent sale? So a 2022 Bowman University. And why we're saying this is because we have the 23-24 coming out on Friday. 2022 Bowman University Caitlin Clark sold for how much?
So it actually hasn't even sold yet, and it's already set a record for the highest sale for a women's basketball card ever. I think the previous high was a Sabrina Ionescu, the one-of-one Prizm, sold for $11,000. This has blown past it already to over $20,000 with about a week left.
Nice.
In the bidding. So that, it leads us obviously to the Bowman Chrome for this year, 23-24, where, C-Red's already doing the pointing at the ring right now. The Angel Reese chase is legit. I know the Bronny and LeBron hype is going to be the big selling point, but for sure, the Angel Reese stuff is going to be huge. If you see, I mean, Caitlin Clark is on a different level. I'll say that much.
There's the other girl that people are comparing to Caitlin Clark. Her name is Paige Becklers. Mm-hmm. I was reading some comments. I was watching some highlights. People were like, man, when Caitlin Clark and Paige Becklers get to the WNBA, it's going to be like Bird and Magic for the WNBA. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, so this product's a little bit more than, I mean, my first, initial thoughts was like, this is a Willy Wonka type product, like where you want that gold vinyl 101 of Bronny and Braun. So Braun's only on that one card. That's it. But Bronny James does have first Bowman cards in here, as well as autos as well.
He has a lot of autos in different sets.
So we have him, but now you throw in the Angel Reese chase. I think Bazelis is in there as well, Justin Edwards. So there's
Cody Williams projected to go in 1 or 2.
Right.
Jalen Williams' brother.
Yep. And apparently, I think prices have gone up retail on this stuff at major retailers already. So
It's moving.
Yeah. I will say, and this is not to poo-poo on this, but C-Red, I feel like you know, with basketball prospects, it's a fairly weak NBA draft class that's coming up,
Incoming. You know what? It doesn't. You know how it is. Hype doesn't build up until we don't have that name we've been talking about for a whole year.
There's no Zion.
Right.
Yeah,
There's no Zion, there's no Wemby.
There's no Wemby.
But once the March Madness starts, we get a clear view of like these people start knowing who the Cody Williams is and the Isaiah Collier, and we'll see how Bronny does with Isaiah Collier because they're teammates. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Is Cody Williams in this product?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Okay, so out of Colorado. He's slated to go in as the first overall right now.
Oh, well, I know a lot can change. Like Connor was like, you hit March Madness, a lot of players like stock goes up and potentially can go down.
Yep.
According to NBADraft.net, his NBA comparison is Lamar Odom.
Good pro.
So, NBA champion.
Good pro.
Yeah.
Not gonna blow the hobby.
Not a number one.
Not gonna blow the hobby out of into the stratosphere, but you know it'll. Lamar Odom. I'll take a Lamar Odom.
Number 2 overall pick right now, according to NBADraft.net, which was posted yesterday, Zachary Richer from France compared to Detlef Schrempf. So.
Good pro.
You know these comparisons. The comparisons are never accurate.
No.
Yeah.
They thought Luka Doncic was comparable to like who they compare him to, freaking
Todd Fuller,
Biedrins.
Right. Yeah, the biggest name right now probably for college is Zach Edey, out of
Purdue.
Out of Purdue.
I mean,
could you
who
imagine
is projected to be a mid first round pick?
Could you imagine
He's in here too.
if the projections were like it wasn't Lamar Odom, it was like Michael Jordan. Like how's that kid gonna live up to that? It's like
That's absolutely
That's
not
probably
fair.
why they don't put those.
He's
those That's probably what they don't put the superstar names next to the.
You don't want to put like I saw some people doing that with like Marvin Harrison Jr. of like Randy Moss. I'm like, don't put that on him. I know living up to his dad's name alone is a lot.
Well,
then you're gonna put Randy Moss on top of that.
I think
Come on.
with Marvin Harrison Jr. The only comparison there should be is
Marvin Harrison Sr.
Yeah, should be it. New release roundup. We've got we're rocking Bowman's best. We had the preview yesterday, so we did a good amount of cases. That's coming out. That's as we record this. That's out now, so you can get breaks at Mojobreak.com as well as Fanatics Live on that one. I don't know. The Randy Johnson thing's cool because I like 92 Bowman, but I mean, I've seen some questionable like
attire
photos. Well, attire for one, but I'm also get off my lawn.
That's what I'd like to see.
And people in the background of these photos, objects in the background. I don't know.
I need to see more because I've mostly just seen like they seem like they're mostly shot in pretty controlled environments here.
No, it looks like a shopping mall.
I need to see some more. Yeah, I haven't seen the ones in the wild.
Yeah, not. I mean, I did a little bit with you guys. I opened up a little bit yesterday with you guys, and yeah, I want to say. I don't have many major complaints about the 92 insert, but they also don't give me the same vibe as the 92 set. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't feel nostalgic in any way. It just feels like young dudes hanging out.
Pretty much.
Like
yeah,
going
to
to Sears for a little family photo sesh.
Yeah. Trying to find the one.
Well,
where...
the 92 set. That's what like the 92 set. Like all of them guys were dressing.
But that's kind of what they were. That's kind of what they were going for.
That's the one that I'm like, what is that? I don't think it's a homeless guy in a sleeping bag, but you could make the argument.
Yeah,
we're talking about Michael Toglia's 1992.
I think these are all done at the Arizona Fall League, maybe, and that looks like it is a facility. All
looks like a backyard.
I think they have like a bunch of facilities there where they kind of train and stuff like that, work out, and it looks like the glove.
The glove is one's cool. The glove Drew.
That one's cool. I'll give that. But look at this one. I think is this the one?
I think
there's like people back here and stuff, in the background.
That's a pool in the background.
Oh, that's a statue. There's another one that has.
Is that not a pool?
Could be a pool.
Look like a swimming pool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they went for it. They didn't nail it though. They didn't nail the 92 feel.
The autos look really cool. I like the autos.
I think you got to lean into the goofiness of it. Like you can't like.
That's the one.
And they weren't trying to be in 92, but like I think that's maybe what's missing is it felt even at the time like a relic.
It's like, hey, Lucas Giolito, can you come over here real quick? We're gonna snap a photo of you.
Yeah. But there's people having dinner back there.
And I'm like, I'm getting a vibe that he's like walking to his car in the parking lot.
Yeah, like we're talking about that one, Cody.
Like,
there's like,
oh yeah, I saw that one.
And there's people in the background.
They're not great, dude.
He's like walking to his car in the parking lot. Randy Johnson's like, hey. I'm going to take a photo of you real quick.
What's crazy is that as you guys start to see a lot of Bowman's best, you guys are going to see a lot of it ripped here in the next week between everybody. You guys will see that there's amazing inserts in it this year. The shellac is beautiful. The hem is beautiful. But the 92 I feel like it just misses the mark.
Well, I feel like they went after the Chipper Jones, and that was it. The Chipper Jones, because they're all like, cactus. There's a cactus right there.
Right.
Take a photo. Another cactus.
Iconic.
Take a photo.
Yeah.
And
Mariano Rivera, though, is a pretty iconic one, too.
Right. Now, you should have mimicked that. Should have had somebody dressed like that with the long pants.
Yeah. I would have. I mean, if we were going to do it, Topps and Fanatics should have done it the way we were going to do it, where they have them dress up in the similar style to these, to the 92
Lean
guys.
into the silliness of it.
Right.
Like, have fun with it.
These guys are just wearing, like,
but I think
these guys are just wearing Louis Vuitton and
But
Gucci,
I think they want to show off, like, the younger fashion of what these kids are wearing.
That, too.
Okay, I get that aspect.
I mean, these guys got Riz.
Then I get that aspect, but, like, from, like, a card collecting nostalgic perspective, I would have wanted them to do like.
It's also no offense. It's also baseball players. When you think of the fashion, like players entering the arena for a game, and you think of the fashion, what's the first sport that comes to mind?
Basketball.
It's basketball. Basketball would be great for this.
When it was the Davis
Center. Actually, I rank it basketball, football, hockey, Because hockey players dress up like they always have like suits on. They dress really nice.
Really nice suit. Yep.
And then baseball, but
They
I actually
don't really
can't
show baseball.
I can't remember the last time you're watching a pregame and you have like a baseball player walking into the stadium.
Right.
They don't never show
They never show it. Never ever. Maybe they need to show it more so we can see these guys' fashion style, or I they all get the Kirk Cousins style, where they all got Kohl's
I only
cash.
think of Kyle Kuzma.
Exactly.
That's all I think.
Like, think of a Kyle Kuzma wearing his big long sweater. Like, that would be a fun
long sweater arm thing that you had. Yeah. Dude,
if they
awesome.
can do, when the basketball license fully goes over there, I would love to see a fashion, like, highlighting the fashion. Or they could do it now. They could totally do that now with the basketball license. They kind of did it with the, was it the Topps Finest flashback they did?
Do you think they could have dedicated an entire set to basketball fashion? And then have autographs and have like.
It's kind of what like Noir is, right?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah. Sort of, yeah.
I don't know how much of a how long that lasts, what the shelf life of that is, but I think it would be fun.
Like, I'm thinking of like a photogenic type product like Panini, but like be based off like what these kids like wearing to the arena, coming into the arena, whatever.
But I think you also have like trademark issues, right? Because I'm looking at a lot of these, and you may know what it is, but I don't see. I think logos were photoshopped out.
No, somebody had Essentials on.
Okay.
So there's probably some that they have like.
But I'm sure like maybe high-end luxury brands, they probably cannot show it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that would be a problem in basketball.
Yeah.
100%.
And I know you mentioned Kuzma. I don't know if you guys were a little late to the story, obviously, but a card shop owner and I guess you can call him an influencer maybe, Santiago Sports. You can go to his Instagram, still up. He received in his store a box that is normally only seen by athletes while they're signing cards. It was from Panini. It was from 17-18. It was a triple auto of Magic, Lonzo, and Kuzma. He had 9 out of the 10 in a box that normally goes to Panini. And then he had all 25 of the Lonzo Kuzma ones. And he showed it off, and a lot of people were saying, "Hey, these don't get out. This is stolen merchandise." And in my opinion, it's not Kuzma's auto. We haven't yet to prove that yet, but we tried to tell him. I went on there in his comments, like, "Hey, you may want to look into this. I think it's stolen." He's like, 110% not stolen, and it's like these boxes don't get out, and these were also redemptions in that product. So there was people that were waiting for these cards that never got them. Speculation is it looks like Alonzo, looks like Magic. They're crossed off on the box. Kuzma got him, probably never signed him. Don't know what happened to him, but the weak link here is Kuzma is where they didn't get back into collectors' hands. So I think lesson to be learned here as anybody in this hobby, if you see something like that, there's no way you're going to have all of the cards at once without, somebody having them slabbed or whatever. You don't get them in a box. So, you see something like that. If you're in this hobby, if you're a reseller, you should kind of question things first before you.
And it's legit that you were questioning Kuzma's autos, because how can he sign his cards when he's wearing that long pink shirt?
That's a great point. That's actually where I was thinking too.
That's true.
It's like Edward Scissorhands trying to sign cards.
Yeah,
he probably saw that box and was like, get out of here. I'm not signing that.
I was watching a little bit of that, and that guy. That dude gave you the old 110%. Like
more than 100.
I mean, more than he was on more than 100%. And now they're on their way back to Panini. So how about a 0%? 110% that they're stolen.
Yeah. I think it's a fascinating trend, not just in this industry, but in general. I've noticed, especially the last few weeks. It's been a weird start to the year. People just either openly, whether they know it or not, admitting to crimes for social media clout. What is happening?
I think people's been doing that, bro.
They've been doing it.
Yeah.
I just noticed, like, in the last,
you told me that
there was like somebody who's doing like circular transactions to pay off Airbnb loans to basically.
Ooh,
yeah.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
I got
just fully admit it.
So I was on Twitter today, and somebody was running a full-on raffle for 2 club seats for the Niners-Packers game.
Was it OG Cardell?
I don't know. I actually was going to take a screenshot of it and send it to you. It was $25, and it was unlimited entries. So you can have as many entries as you want.
Oh, my God. Shouldn't it be capped on the amount of the tickets?
It's YOLO time. It's you want to grab the bag. You want to secure it, and you don't want to put a limit on that bag. You want the biggest bag possible. But that was openly on Twitter. Had to be a probably Bay Area ties to some extent. But I was like, and there's people in the comments just like, oh, I'll take 4. I'll take, and he was doing,
many free ones you can do right now.
He was doing
That's
Venmo.
Like 5 free ones.
He was doing Venmo. He had his Venmo QR code up on his listing, and it was pretty insane. And I'm like, I know Twitter kind of is the Wild West right now, but that is 100% illegal.
110.
It's actually
110%.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. That's a good one, Doug. 110% illegal.
Well, I'd mentioned to Cody off air. There was another one I saw yesterday. It was a guy he's like, this is how I save money. He's like, I live at a storage facility, and you walk into a store, it was an indoor one. He pulls up the storage door. He's got a bunch of boxes, like he is storing stuff. But you walk beyond the boxes, like couch, like little fridge, little setup. His girl's sleeping on the couch already.
How do you have electricity?
Well, this is what he said. He's like,
They run the line.
no, he charges power banks because they actually have chargers outside. So he charges his power banks.
You can also run a line from the outside the storage facility, unless and
he's all like, I can work out in the hallways. It's air controlled and all this other stuff. So he's like, this
got
is
a
how,
gym.
I mean, and people got to do what they got to do to live. I'm not saying that, but like what he's doing is, if you read in any law of any storage facility, you cannot live on the premises. It's 110% illegal once again. So like in a way, like to go to Cody's point, he just outed himself again
for social media clout.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it is one of the worst drugs in modern society. Social media clout, folks. You don't need to post it.
But you always got. We live in a society now where you always got the comeback where you're like, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Or, I mean, I was thinking more elaborately that maybe he staged it and he doesn't use it for that, but he's like showing people to go viral. Maybe he doesn't actually live there.
I've been hearing of people living in storage units for a while now.
Dude,
But you don't openly admit it.
I think you can go back.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back decades, and people have probably lived in storage.
How do you lock?
units
You can only lock them from the outside, though.
When I was in a band in high school, we practiced in a storage facility.
Yep,
and
I've
we
done
had
that
to keep
before.
that hush hush.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I had a little music studio.
And even that was like, you don't.
It was
say
actually
nothing.
pretty big, and the one that we were in, it was like fully remodeled, and it had like walls that were like built into it. Like,
Yeah, nice.
So I mean, it was.
I'm curious about the sound. How was it obvious if you were standing outside of it, you could hear it?
We were in like the cuts of Fremont, so there was nobody.
Right.
There was nobody around us except
was
for other storage units.
Absolutely obvious too. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no
So
way.
like, if you were somebody that comes,
No, I mean,
if you were somebody to come in and just grab their stuff from their storage unit, they could hear you guys playing music. In there.
so
Yes.
I believe and it wasn't like a big chain storage unit place. It was a independent storage unit place that was doing both. Like they knew that there was bands out there that needed practice studios, so they were like, you can use it for that use, or if you need a storage unit to store your stuff, you could. We also had units for that.
That's cool.
So it was multi-purpose.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good little practice joint.
And I kind of skipped over this. I just realized, but the tops. We talked about the tops last week about the new design. With
Without me and Dan.
hey, they dropped it last week.
Yeah.
LED
I was at Upper Deck.
Enjoying the good stuff, huh?
I was just. There's a lot of information. We could actually have a whole show just based on.
Well, you want to sell in 6 months? We're gonna move it to 9 months now. But anyways, that's a business side. But
here's all the hoops.
yeah. So when they came out with the preview last week, they did not have this designation. It looks like the De La Cruz, and I'm assuming the other rookies, are going to have a first card designation on it. I don't know. Maybe, once again, maybe I'm a get off my lawn kind of guy. I don't think the problem was in flagship. I don't know why we need to have a first card. We already have a first Bowman, so it's technically not a first card.
Doesn't the rookie card logo basically give you that same information? This is a rookie card.
Yes.
But it doesn't necessarily tell you if it's the first rookie card of all times, though.
Yeah,
That's the only thing it's got to be explaining, right?
Unless this
That's
is
the only
like
thing.
we couldn't find any information before we went live or recorded this show. Unless there's going to be certain ones that have first card, or maybe only one that has first card.
What if it's the first card printed?
Wouldn't that be a one? So now there'd be 2 101s instead.
That's an SP right there.
Right.
But the first card that came for that player out of the chute.
Nah, I don't think so. I think
You think
all
they're
of them
all
are
gonna
the
have
same
that?
first card. Yeah.
Because they did show the one they were showing last week, the mock-up they were showing last week, didn't have that, and now this popped up. So
Is Ellie the biggest chase in this year's flagship?
probably
Him, Evan Carter, and
Jason
Dominguez.
I
It's a good
think,
one. It's a good
I
checklist.
think this is going to be actually similar what they ran Fanatics with the jerseys. Remember they were like, who was it? Was it Otani? Who was it when they were like the first jersey made?
That might be kind of cool.
Oh, right.
They were like, this is the first jersey made of this player on this team.
Mm-hmm.
This very
So
well
you think
could
there'll
be-
only be one of these?
I think there's only going to be one.
So you'll have the 101 parallel.
You're
Which
going to
will
have
be
the
a different
101
color.
parallel, but you're going to have the first card that was
So they're
made by
creating another chase in a sense.
yeah.
Now you'll have two
I mean,
chases.
I hope that is the case because I think it's redundant to have first card on there
That's silly.
and then you have the rookie card on there.
I tell you what, this is not as silly as when they were trying out the whole first edition, first Bowman thing. Now that's silly.
That's silly.
No, that was silly.
They don't do that
Stepping a
anymore.
first edition on a first Bowman. No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
double first.
2 firsts.
That was the only other
I
thing.
couldn't stand that. I really couldn't stand them
That
putting a first
that
edition
actually
on a first Bowman.
We still have some of those
It
boxes.
doesn't bother me as much as this. This
bothers you more?
This
I think I
pisses
opened
this pisses
one
me off. This ruins my day.
Wow.
My day is ruined.
Pissing your Wheaties.
That's crazy.
This is the first sort of like let's think outside the box in a while where I've been like, nah.
Let's get right back in the box.
Yeah, let's put that
Sometimes-
firmly
sometimes-
back in the box.
Sometimes it's good to be cozy in the box.
Right.
So I just found something too. We back to the new release roundup. Absolute comes out this week, and it's great time because C.J. Stroud won the playoff game.
Kaboom.
He's still in the playoffs,
now.
going into the divisional game against the Ravens, which will be a tough matchup. Kabooms are going to be the big topic, the big chase. I know we're getting into guess that price a little bit later, but I did find a C.J. Stroud kaboom on eBay
Already.
Already. 22 hours left, guys. 22 hours left. This is the base kaboom. What do you think it's at? With
I'm gonna say 750, Doug.
I'm gonna say 900.
1,000.
$15,000 currently.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Shill.
No.
Shill. No. 100% no. No. Those are gonna be no. Like somebody is shilling that. Like there's gonna be
Listen, you know what I will say?
and that is not a gold parallel.
You
That
know,
is
what I,
a
you know what I
base.
will say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just feel the fire for the hype of CJ Stroud right now. I'm gonna say that he feels like the most hyped up rookie quarterback since Patrick Mahomes that we've had in the hobby.
But the
I think it's a
Mahomes
little early. I think it's a little early
Listen,
for
first year rookie, made it past the wild card,
Mahomes.
gonna win
Mahomes didn't do that
the
his
rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying?
So Burrow, the only thing I can find it is SGC 10. Doesn't make that much of a difference. SGC 10 of Burrow sold for $3,000. So we're saying that this is 5 times the amount. We're baking in 5 to 10 Super Bowls here for at that $50,000 price.
Straight up, you think that's legit? You don't think that's been showbidded?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't. No. I don't think it's legit. I'm agreeing with you. I don't think it's legit. I don't know if it gets paid.
No, I think that's the first one up there, and people were like, "Let's get crazy."
Well, the other
eBay.
there's another one up there at Buy It or Now at 20,000. So
Because he saw the this one's going for 15.
yeah.
So yeah. I don't think it's gonna sell for 15K.
and
either.
boxes sold on Panini and collectors are pissed. Boxes
they were the highest out of everybody.
715 Panini came out at
Higher than
and sold
everybody.
out instantly.
I bought it today for $720.
Yeah, well, you had to pay tax on Panini, so you could save a little bit of money there. So, but that gets us right into the talk of C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love cards heating up.
Sir.
I mean,
Super Bowl matchup.
sell now. They're both losing.
Super Bowl matchup.
One
there.
One's going to lose way more than the other. But
Still be a lot of people tuning in for it.
I'm
Oh, Stroud Love? Yeah, absolutely.
Love has the biggest upside here because he started off way lower than Stroud did, right? Stroud's price is already out through the roof as we just seen with that kaboom. Even though it's not gonna sell for 15K, it's gonna be at least mid to high four figures at least, right? For that kaboom, I would guess.
But this is even more examples that unless you're a C.J. Stroud lover or any of these guys that come out, you got to sell right away. You just can't. Like the guy that just hit the C.J. Stroud black, you got to sell that now. We talked about last week. We were saying maybe hold on to it, but like right now is the peak. He has to win 4 to 5 Super Bowls to maintain the price level that he is selling at now.
Let's just be funny. Let's just say he wins the Super Bowl this year as a rookie.
Good Lord.
Let's just be funny.
Real funny.
What does that do for his cards?
Maintains them. Maintains the prices they're at now.
It definitely goes up.
There's
There's
only,
definitely-
I mean,
I
there's
mean, it
only
does
there's
feel
only
like there's not
four.
much room.
There's only 4 teams left in the AFC.
25% chance.
He has a chance.
And look, the Ravens are amazing, but if there's one thing the Ravens like since Lamar Jackson's been there, they've been victim to quite a few playoff upsets since he has been there as their quarterback.
Now
I'm not betting.
I
on
wouldn't
that.
bet on him. Now, and again,
it's
I'm
possible.
not. I do believe the Niners are going to beat the Packers, but I also
Better believe
believe that. I mean, anything can happen, and Jordan Love is probably playing the best football at his position in the league right now. Today, he is the best quarterback left in.
I would give a
What?
for me personally.
No,
I would give a
yeah,
slight
no,
advantage.
like
Whoa.
right now. Not he is playing the best. I'm not saying
Josh
he's like
Allen.
Yeah, he's not Patrick Mahomes, but I get you. He's
No,
the
he-
hottest
no,
QB
he's
in
the
league
hottest
right
quarterback
now.
playing
that's
right
true.
now.
21 touchdowns to like 1 pick in his
one
last 9
interception.
games.
Like
it's insane.
And they looked.
Once
That
again,
Dallas game
giving
was,
no love to my guy Brock Purdy,
that
who
Dallas
led the league
game was
QBR.
That Dallas dude, who cares? Dude, Brock Purdy, who cares?
Everybody.
Nobody.
Everybody.
Nobody who is in Northern California. If you're not in Northern California, you don't care. You don't care.
31
Nobody cares.
touchdowns, 113 quarterback rating, 4,200
Don't care.
yards,
Yeah,
4,300
nobody
yards.
likes him.
A completion
Nobody likes
percentage of
That
70.
looks like a good deal a little bit right here.
That's what I'm saying. So
Like I would be selling Brock Purdy right now.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
well after this.
If you're willing to be
but
like
there's been
you
so much
need
time in
you
between.
need to sell C.J. Stroud right now, but Brock Purdy you can hold on to.
Because he's last year's rookie. He's last year's dues for
It is
until he wins
also
the
a
Super
number.
Bowl.
I mean, look, if you want to sell Purdy, I'm not going to be mad at you. But also, it's the upstart, Houston Texans that are going against the number 1 seed versus the guy on the number 1 team in
But
the NFC.
let me put it this way.
Going
If
against
you
the
wanna-
hottest quarterback in the
going
league.
against the hottest quarterback in the league.
Who do you think right now would have the highest odds of winning the Super Bowl MVP? If you went to Vegas odds right now, who has the highest odds to win Super Bowl MVP?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, actually,
Okay, who's second? That's the only argument.
Lamar Jackson.
Maybe
it's Purdy.
Maybe Josh Allen.
No, it's Purdy.
It's not actually everything I've saw. He is actually out of the 8 quarterbacks left. He is the ranked number 8 out of the 8 quarterbacks that are remaining. He is the
No,
last
he's not.
ranked.
You're
Vegas
watching
odds?
like Nick Wright.
No, I mean, dude, everywhere.
Lower than Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, it's like a toss up.
No, I'm looking right now.
on.
Lamar Jackson is plus 310. Brock Purdy's second. At
I'm
plus
not talking about
380.
MVP. I'm talking about
Sure.
like who a
Who
power
do you
rank,
want on
a
your
power
team?
ranking of 1 to 8. Who is the best quarterbacks ranked 1 to 8 still in the playoffs?
Why would the Super Bowl odds be different then?
I'm
Because
sorry.
the team around him has a better chance of going to the Super Bowl than Tampa Bay.
If you seriously think this current version of Baker Mayfield is better than Brock Purdy right now,
I love Baker.
Don't talk.
I love
Let's
Baker.
not talk ball.
I love Baker. He's a great ball player. He's a
Lil Bake.
pro
the man,
pro.
like
Lil May.
that was that
He
win.
does hella commercials. Need to bring him back.
That win on
I know.
Monday night was a testament not to Baker Mayfield, but for the absolute dog S of that Philly defense right now. Could not make a tackle to save their life.
Baker made plays. Baker
Ba-
was out
Baker
there
is
making
The
Plus-
man
plays.
had a touchdown that was underthrown by like 10 yards, and it was just like, everyone was just sleeping on
Baker
the
has-
Eagles defense.
Touchdown's a touchdown, no matter how you get
Terrible.
it.
But
My
Baker
boy
Baker has the same odds of winning a Super Bowl MVP as Debo Samuel currently. So and Jordan Love.
Why is
Jordan
that?
Love, Debo, and Baker have
It's
a plus
actually
3,000.
surprising that Debo's that high.
So Christian McCaffrey plus 600, Josh Allen plus 550, Brock Purdy plus 380, and Lamar at plus 310. So, and you got to think not a lot of people have 2018 cards right now. So Brock Purdy is your hold right now because he wins the Super Bowl MVP. His cards go up.
Hey, let me ask you guys one football question before we move on.
Will it?
Yep.
Will they go up?
Yes.
Ooh, what did you say?
They're already so high.
Whose
They're
price
not
to
that
go
high.
up?
They're high.
Purdy's?
They're
They're
probably half the price of CJ Stroud. Look at this CJ Stroud. $4,500 for a Mojo base.
If you
25.
out of the
That's
out of the
insane.
8 quarterbacks that are remaining, we're going way off topic. It's gonna be an 8-hour episode. But out of the 8 quarterbacks that you have left, as an investment, you're putting your money at Brock Purdy.
100%, 110%, 125%.
You're gonna spend that much money for
It's
what
not
type
that
of
much
return?
money. It really
No,
isn't.
okay. I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy
Brock
is
Purdy's
more than
pretty
Baker
expensive.
Mayfield.
If I'm talking investment,
Yeah, but
I
of
could
course
go
it-
out and get a Baker Mayfield National Treasures RPA. It's probably going up a little bit,
a little bit,
but
not much.
I think Baker's probably has your largest gain that you can make.
I still think Jordan Love is one of the bigger gains to be had too. You'll see the
I
prices.
think Jordan
here in a minute.
Love's still relatively high. Baker Mayfield, like
His stuff is
6 months ago, was probably
so
in a
cheap.
dollar bin.
Yeah. Hell, you could argue the two best values is that matchup. Jared Goff as well.
I know it's super rare. We got one.
Isn't the pop like?
I want Baker to win a Super Bowl so bad. Bring back the progressive commercials or whatever the hell he was like, whatever
Let's go
insurance company he was slanging.
Baker versus Lamar in the Super Bowl.
Well,
Let's
that would
just
never happen.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
it could.
yeah, I guess it.
Yes,
could.
it can.
I hope
You're
so.
right. It won't happen.
Bucks and Ravens can happen.
I guess it could.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But we already, like 4 seconds ago, I already said it was going to be Texans.
Hey,
Texans,
let's face
Packers.
it, man. It's the Super Bowl's in Vegas. It's gonna be some marquee
A
teams.
Brock
that are in
Purdy Contenders Optic just sold for $1,300. That's not that much. Contenders Optic Auto.
That's more.
That's not that much.
more than what his game check is.
there. Is the Contenders Optic on card?
No, it's a sticker.
Because the Contenders is a sticker, right? 'Cause it
They're
was
all
late,
stickers.
and-
Yeah. A Raw Contenders right now sold on January 15th
What about a
for $900.
what about a downtown Brock Purdy? Does he have one?
A
rookie year one?
Let's see.
Because
But
remember,
what,
they
but
put
what
up-
is
they put
what's
three
a
downtown.
Baker Raw Contenders Auto going for?
Bad investment.
$50,
A
75
raw,
bucks,
a
100
raw,
bucks?
a raw downtown sold for $1,800.
So that's more.
But
than
out of
CJ
no, but out of
Stroud.
Donruss Optic.
Yeah.
So that's a better one.
The Donruss Optic is a better
The
one.
Donruss Optic's a better one. So CJ Stroud just sold for $1,300 on Donruss.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know I'm putting my homer hat on.
Brock Purdy is pretty expensive, man.
He is
$1,800.
He's not cheap.
He's
He's not cheap.
I was gonna ask you guys one.
But Jordan Love just sold on his next slide. Jordan Love just sold for the same price as Brock Purdy.
best quarterback going in the playoffs right now.
It's going to be Alsted. They're going to lose by 25
Jay Hart.
this
I
weekend.
like
They're
this
not
pressure.
going. I'll take that bet.
I'll give you the 9.5, but I
I know. I know. You
25.
give me 25. You just said they're going to lose by 25. I'll take 25.
Well, we're going to put him back at Darnold to come in.
25.
I'll
Like
take
the
25.
Packers were in
Plus
full
25?
control.
Yeah.
Packers were in full control of that game in Dallas, and they
I'll
win
take
by
22.
25.
I'll even.
Dude, I'll take like 7. Give me 17 points. 14. I'll take 14 points.
12.
Well, we're getting. We should probably get in and guess that price.
Just real quick, just at these prices, everyone just saw Jordan Love. I mean, I think it's so easy to just say Jordan Love. Honestly,
CJ
I
Stroud.
like CJ Stroud a lot, and I think the ceiling is way higher on Stroud.
Ceilings, yeah.
But I if I had to pick
then
one
again,
right now,
I
it'd
don't
be
know,
Love.
man. These Green Bay quarterbacks, you know, they have longevity, man.
I know.
I don't know.
Only
kinda
the third
feels like a
quarterback
safe-
in like 30 years.
kinda
they
feels
got
safe.
longevity, man. You know, and if he becomes to be like 75% of what Aaron Rodgers was, he's gonna be pretty good company for hobby wise.
I'm
mean,
selling both of them right
I'll
now.
say the first half of the season, he did not look good. Did not look like he was going to be the guy, but he did a full 180, and he looks like he's the franchise quarterback going.
Needs
And
a,
I think
he
you have
needs
to-
a haircut too.
Real
You
quick.
take into account too how many young, like offensive weapons there
Everybody.
are around him.
They're
so
the
they
yo-
all matured.
They're
together.
the youngest team, average age of 25.
Yeah.
And I think that actually could be beneficial going against the Niners. Green Bay has nothing to lose.
No, they don't. They don't.
And they're going to play like that.
It will
Act
go.
like-
It will go either way. It will either go, wow, this team's got a lot of spark, or it will be like, well, they're young.
And
they'll be
the,
here next
and the
year.
thing is that Jordan Love, if he does knock off the Niners,
oh god,
his cards will go absolutely through the roof.
There is the most to gain.
God, the Niners have the 4th oldest roster at 26 years and 7 months. Such a big difference.
Is it the fourth oldest?
4th oldest, 26 years and 7 months.
What's the oldest? Curious if you have that information.
The Rams, I think, are the second youngest.
Yeah, I think is
Real
it?
quick, I'm
oh,
curious
yeah,
who
true.
you guys gonna have. The Chiefs or the Bills? Come on, who you guys got?
Probably the Bills.
Bills.
I think the Bills take care of the Chiefs.
No,
this weekend.
Niner fans just don't want to see Patty.
I don't know. Absolutely
No,
not.
Because
You better
no. Patty is the daddy.
Yeah.
Patty
You
is the
better
daddy.
believe it. I
Daddy
do
is
not
your
want to
daddy.
see that.
Daddy is your
Five
daddy.
oldest is Saints, Eagles, Broncos, Niners, and Raiders. Youngest is Packers, Giants, Bears, Colts, and Cardinals, according to Google. But
Colts and Packers got a nice future ahead of them.
ranking NFL teams by age. Yeah.
All right.
So, all right, let's get into Guess That Price.
It's been a while.
Guess that price.
I mean,
been a while.
The NFL, you can't have an average age of like 33.
No.
I mean,
Good Lord.
And the only reason we have Trent
That'd be
Williams.
frightening if that were happening.
Trent Williams brings us up by like 2 or 3
But
years.
I look at it and I'm all, but baseball, you probably could.
Yes.
Baseball, you can be like,
If I remember correctly, the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks average age was like 34
yeah, it's
years
like,
old.
yeah, it's like, yeah.
Like they had do you remember the year of, we'll get on to Guess That Price, that the Giants had a combined outfield age? It was Moises Alou, Steve Finley, Barry Bonds. I think Moises Alou was the youngest at 39, and Finley and Bonds were over 40.
I love it.
So,
I don't think Bonds played in his 40s, did he?
yeah.
did?
Oh, well into his 40s. He was 44 in his last
No, I
year?
don't think so. I think he got exiled before that.
I want to say.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, he could be the best Giant hitter.
Just an
Oh, you're right.
excuse.
42.
Yeah,
45.
just an excuse to get
I mean,
on back on his.
I would put him right in the middle of that lineup.
The
He
man.
seems so youthful to me. That's why.
The man won 2004, maybe the greatest season of all time for a hitter. He was 39.
No.
Good Lord.
God, and he,
Why is
No- nothing crazy
And the,
happened.
and the crazy thing, and I mean, he did it clean. So I mean,
did it clean,
he did it
never got
clean,
busted.
Never got busted.
Nope.
And,
I agree. You guys finally
he
seen
played. No, he played baseball the right way, and and you know what? The media loved him.
Would loved him, and he loved him back.
And he loved him back. It was. I mean, it was a love relationship.
100%.
All right. This is Guess That Price. It's been a while since we played. Bowman's Best out this week. Also, Bowman Chrome
Yeah.
University out this week. So let's do a little multi-sport.
Let's do it.
Bowman.
Let's do it.
Who won last time, by the way? Does
It
anyone
was
remember?
Doug or Dan probably because I haven't won.
I like the honesty. First up, the national champions, Michigan. Triple auto
Nice.
out of Bowman Best University, excuse me. Football. This is a triple auto of 3 of the big stars, J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, and Donovan Edwards, numbered to 25. This sold last Friday, so after their natty, after they won the national championship
that's the
game.
most hype you can get right there.
After they won the national championship game. It's a raw card. Sold Friday. There were 43 bids.
I'll go first. $750, Cody.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
$750.
$425.
That's an easy dub for me. $1,254. $1,254.
Man,
All right.
Doesn't matter. It's Michigan.
Actual price. Yeah, this is an easy one for Doug. $1,525.
You guys know me. I'm going to
Gotta go
college.
with the hype.
You guys know me.
Gotta go with the hype. They love Jim Harbaugh.
We love Jim Harbaugh.
And
Where's he
J.J.
coaching
McCarthy.
next year? Where's he coaching next
And the stick, I probably would have been
Raiders.
2,000 if they put the stickers on straight.
If
Yeah, true.
the only guy that I think could replace Pierce would be Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you saw Max. I was saying this. Max Robbie already said, I'm not playing. I want to trade Antonio Pierce.
But I have a feeling if it's Harbaugh, he'll
That
be like,
might change his
oh
tune.
yeah, psych.
That might change his tune a little
Don't
bit.
stay.
All right. Doug is in the lead. Let's move on. Second card. A little basketball. Bowman's Best
That's
University
nice.
basketball. Scoot Henderson.
I like it.
PSA 10. 1 of 1. Superfractor. Auto.
And the only way to get his auto, not in Prizm.
True.
So
Scoot Henderson. This sold on December 15th. There were 48 bids.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Scoot.
Ready? You guys ready?
I got to go first.
Oh, yeah, you go first.
Doug's going first.
$2,222.
It's not bad.
2222.
Yep.
Okay.
2,700.
I'm going 3,700.
Actual price would be
We're close.
$2,950. Dan was only $250 off.
I do math.
Off by 600.
I do math well.
C-Rad was the highest. You were right, being the highest one, but Dan was the closest.
Off by 600.
All right, Doug and Dan right now tied. C-Rad.
There's one thing I know
a
is
win.
Scoot.
Scoot, hit us in.
You know your
Know my
Scoot.
Scoot.
Next up, baseball. That's what Bowman's known for the most. More Bowman's best. 2022, Bowman's best, Ellie De La Cruz, numbered to 5. PSA 10. That's a beauty right there. This sold, Ellie, on December 1st. There were 37 bids for this PSA 10 red Ellie De La Cruz auto out of Bowman's best.
All right, Dan goes first.
$12.55.
$12.55.
$879.
2,300.
Actual price. Might have to do a little math here. Sorry. No, wait.
Okay. No, sorry, Doug.
Yeah, anyway.
Brought to you here by MojobreakShop.com. Use
right.
code
Thank you.
25MAGIC to save $25 off your any purchase over $99 or more.
I think this still might be. Oh my god! And I'm not joking. About $15.
That 55 is solid.
C-Rad.
What?
Oh, no.
Gets it. Actual price $1,786.
Back in the game.
Whoa,
by
whoa,
about
whoa.
$15.
What about the shipping?
Yeah, I've got Prime shipping.
What about the
We got
shipping?
a three-way tie entering the final two cards. This is as good a round as we've had in a while.
That's right. If
All right.
there's anything I know, is Reds.
That's right. Reds. Let's see if you can get this one. More football. This is a BGS 10, 22, 23, numbered to 25. Bowman Inception University football. Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, dual patch auto.
Interesting.
This sold on December 27th. There were 37 bids. Pristine 10.
That's a damn good looking slab.
It's
yeah.
I'm not
mean,
gonna
it
lie,
looks-
it's nice.
yeah,
Bo Nix, Caleb
So
Williams could be going each in the top 10 in this year's draft.
I don't know how much this card is.
This is a toughie.
I know.
Caleb's
I have no
stock
idea.
maybe
Ready?
gone
Yeah.
down a smidge. Let's see.
$850.
Okay.
I $17.95.
Okay.
$11.79.
Actual price. C-Rad, $916.
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
First off,
Let's do the math.
yeah,
Let's
you're
do
right,
the
you're right. I
math.
thought he
Let's
was
do the
higher.
math.
First
I'm
off,
pretty sure we're right.
we need
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
we-
I was gonna
this
say.
is a
right.
10.
I
This
thought
is
he
a
had a
10
higher than-
pristine.
Yeah.
Somebody obviously did not value the great Beckett slab on this one.
Caleb Williams, I was actually surprised.
You know how hard
at the
it is.
stock, how much the stock fell.
That's a thick card stock. You know how hard it is to
Sure.
get a 10 pristine.
What was the price?
$916.
That's
Oh,
equivalent.
dude, I was going to reuse my $879. I
That's
rewrote it.
equivalent
gotten
to a PSA 12.
It's nice.
You
But
seen a PSA 12?
All right, only Ty
All right.
C-Rad.
so, Doug or Dan could tie C-Rad or C-Rad. This is it to clinch it
That's
right
it.
now.
I got it.
Oh God, and I just realized who it is.
Who got me? You gave me a.
No,
alley-oop?
I gave you your boy,
Show
your new boy, your new Dodger
oh,
friend,
Tammy.
your new Dodger buddy.
It's just
is
a
that?
number to 150.
It is a non-auto. 2018 Bowman's Best PSA 10 rookie blue refractor of Shohei Ohtani. 86
Sweet.
out of 150. This sold on December 26th with 56 bids.
Oh, hell, a long time ago.
Non-auto. Non-auto. After he signed. December 26th? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said September.
No.
my bad.
December 26th. So after Dodgers. Might take that into account. After Dodgers, it's blue. I don't know
Yeah.
if that means anything.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. But
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
all right.
$350.
$695.
$750.
Son of a bitch.
Actual price Guys are sleeping on Shohei.
Just give it to me.
That means I won.
$1,136.
Spoil the parade.
Doug.
That is
Ties.
nobody wants the Bowman's best like rookie number
can't even
150.
win.
Clearly, someone did. For $1,100, they wanted it.
Payment verification. I mean,
All right. Let's see here. I'm going to come up with a tiebreaker here. Just give me a moment.
I'm just gonna lose this tiebreaker.
Well, we
In
got to
true
have
Raider fashion.
we got to have an official winner. And see, right, it's just been a while. It's been a long time coming for a win. So let's see if we can make it happen here. Let me find a Bowman. Let's find some just regular.
how hard
old
it is to
Bowman.
get a pristine 10 out of BGS, man. That should have gone for more.
I think it's the fact that it's two different colleges. You know what I'm saying?
But quarterbacks,
Yeah.
we're gonna both be in the first round.
And it's Bowman Inception.
Let's find one here. Man, that's a lot of big boy cards that I just saw right
Check
there.
out Bowman's best breaks at mojobreak.com over
All
this
right.
weekend.
I'm going to go with a big boy right here.
Okay.
All right, I'll show you guys the card. Mookie Betts, 2014 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto BGS 9.5 Gold Refractor.
Oh, I know that card.
That's a big one. That's a big boy. There you go.
Gold. Okay. Mookie
Gold
Betts.
Refractor, Mookie Betts, BGS 9.510. This had 28 bids. It sold on, I want to say, I just saw it, November 6th. Sold on November 6th. Number to 50. On card. Auto. First Bowman of Mookie Betts. Now with his new correct position. Second base.
All right.
All right.
$4,700.
$2,200. Damn it.
His market fluctuates. I could be off.
It's wild.
$1.
$1, says Dan.
Oh my God.
If there was any justice in the world.
No.
I'm actually shocked at this much.
No true.
Which means Doug gets the tiebreaker.
I knew it.
9,270.
Oh, I was off. I was off. Not even in the ballpark.
I originally wrote 5. I was going to write 5,000. And then I was like,
His stuff, though, I'm actually surprised at that much, even as a gold. His stuff has been as low as something like that at 4 or 5. It's weird that
He
it
must
is.
be anticipating that he's gonna win a chip.
Very, very
with Ohtani on there, yeah.
It's raising his price.
The Dodgers may never lose a game again.
No, they won't. Unfortunately.
I'm actually.
Let alone not win a World Series. They're not they
will go 162
and 0.
They'll go 162 and 0 and then get swept.
Like Dan was saying yesterday, I already booked my tickets. I'm going to the parade in March.
They are going to
First
have.
of all, it won't be in March.
No,
you're saying
no.
you're doing it early.
Yeah, 100%.
They're gonna have a
Before the season
preemptive
starts.
parade.
Yes.
So basically, right when they break spring training, they're just going to come back, do their parade, and then next day will be opening day.
Oh my god, dude!
Well, I'm booking my parade for end of February off of Lafayette Street.
There you go.
They're not going down Lafayette
They're
Street.
going to
They're going right down Lawrence Expressway.
right by my house.
That's
Can't wait.
not. That's
They're going
not.
to do it. Santa Clara's finest.
We do know that will be in San Francisco.
It will be in the
right?
city.
But also,
down
why would San Francisco load up on police presence for a team that doesn't bring any revenue to their city? That's what I'm saying.
Well, one, yes, it makes all the sense in the world to not have it there because they don't play there, but they're going to have it there.
I guess
they
you
want.
get vendors getting in on the action.
They're going to make a ton of.
I mean,
they'll make
I
plenty
would
of money
be
on
blown
that
away
parade,
if
trust
they're just like we're doing it in Santa Clara,
Franklin Street.
Yep.
Franklin Street, El Camino, just
Yeah.
I mean, even San Jose might have a little more.
I mean, Lafayette's a pretty big stretch, dude. You could go from Alviso all the way down to
Just do
El
it in
Camino.
Great America, like they do, like the Disneyland
Yeah.
parade. Just do it in Great America. Just do that.
well, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we will.
No, we don't.
Thank God.
It's
Just
the
roam
year.
the whole Levi's parking lot. in
Thank
Great
God
America
there will
parking
be
lot.
no
It's big.
parade here.
A big
Can't
one.
deal with that.
2024.
Yep.
It's
Too
their
much
2023
traffic.
season.
I mean, this is
wait.
the last chance.
no.
This is the last ride.
No, I mean,
4 in a row.
frankly, this is like for the sanity of a majority of the Bay Area. Please, 49ers, please win.
Yeah.
Because after that, it's like, oh God, the Warriors dynasty looks to be coming to an end. The A's are out of here. Sharks, what are you doing? And then the Giants, who the hell knows? We need this. We need this bad.
We do.
It's been a while.
I don't.
been a
really
while.
Need, I
It's
don't
been a
really-
while. I mean,
It's a drought. 94.
As a Bay Area fan, I don't need it that much.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't need
Most
it. I don't
Bay
need
Area
it. I actually
fans,
don't need it at all.
They're having a watch party, by the way, in Oakland, which just seems like, I get it. You're the Bay Area's team now, but might wait a couple more years. That's still a little bit of a sore spot.
Plus, Levi Stadium's going to have the Super Bowl in 2026, the World Cup. Think about the press.
I mean, that's going to be easy for me to get to the Rams Super Bowl in 2026. Just a quick.
in LA again.
Yeah, I mean, because basically that's what we're going to do. We're just going to run. We're going to win it in Santa Clara. We're going to win it in LA.
Next year,
I think at
26.
some point it's going to be in New Orleans. I mean, we're going to win it.
New
there,
Orleans
too.
next year.
We're going to
and then
win that one,
and then
the
leave.
Santa Clara one we win, then the LA one, and then it's gonna be very similar to the Dodgers. We may just start doing the parades before the season starts.
Rams will be hella good with the draft picks this year.
Can't be any worse.
They got a first rounder this
They
year?
finally got him.
Wow,
We're back.
Got a lot of them, but you know what? I actually hope we trade that pick away because we just do so much damage in the
They're
fifth
going
round.
to accidentally not mention the Rams in the first round because they're like, oh, we're just so used to not calling your name in the first round.
The fifth round, we could have 15 picks in the fifth round, and we'll just hit all pros on every single one of them.
Hey, I do agree. Puka should be the rookie of the year.
was
though,
great.
but
He looked amazing.
Probably won't get it.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
186 yards. He won't get it, but 186 yards. I mean, what does that kid not do?
Yeah, it was amazing he was amazing in the playoffs.
Win playoff games, apparently.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
Red
Can't
zone,
win it by yourself.
Red zone touches. All right, well, that's all we got for today's show, guys. Check out Mojobreak.com for your breaks, MojobreakShop.com for your wax, and we'll see you guys next week on The Hype.
I hope
Peace.
the Niners lose by 150.